Hello ladies and gentlemen, Keaton here and welcome to Nuclear Throne update number 71. For those of you who do not know, this is the one time a week where we here at Tengu Drop take a look at the latest Nuclear Throne update, grab that changelog, put it into video format for your viewing pleasure, and show you as much as possible. With that said, before we head into update number 71, let's quickly recap what happened in update number 70. Update number 70 introduced two new weapons to the game, the Seeker Pistol and the Seeker Shotgun. And they do just as their name would suggest, fire projectiles that seek out nearby enemies. The update also included changes to mutations and weapons, and fixes focused on boats, butts, and ultras. Now that we're all caught up, let's check out update number 71. Update number 71 does not include any new content. However, we were treated to some great JW doodles in the changelog. Yes, with usual promo artist Justin Chan out this week, JW took the helm and produced 4 pieces depicting Crystal, Robot, Chicken, and everyone's favorite space gangster, Young Venus. Now, we could all stare at JW's doodles for the week, or we could get to the meat of this week's update, which can be found in the fixes and changes. Indeed, there are a lot of balances, fixes, and changes this week, however only a few feature any sort of visual aid, and so we'll only be covering a fraction of the list. As always, we encourage you to check out the full changelog for yourself, if not for the specific changes, then just to get another look at JW's doodles. The loop version of Big Bandit received a tweak to its behavior this week. It seems the big cheese in the desert and their partners are a little more aggressive now, firing and charging much more frequently. A tiny change to the character select screen was also made, so tiny that it's easy to miss. When first loading up the main menu, the character portraits slide into view. And finally, in what was apparently a controversial change, world/levels are now displayed as world-level instead of world_level. In other fixes and changes, Seeker weapons' rate of fire and damage have been decreased, the Gatling Slugger, Laser Minigun, Laser Sword, and Super Plasma Cannon now spawn later, the Sledgehammer deals more damage, and the Wave Gun's rate of fire was increased. Plutonium Hunger's range for rads has been decreased, assassins need to be closer before they'll swing, and a longer delay has been added between Horror firing its beam and its ability to attract rads again. Fixes this week include the removal of clusters during loop boss encounters, tweaks to bandit spawn behavior, and Crown of Choice is now selectable from the main menu again. That's it for fixes and changes this week. Again, we skipped over a few items in the changelog, so if you'd like to read the full changelog for yourself, a link can be found in the description below. Now let's check in with what the community has been up to. This week, Steam User Solid has issued the Home Run Challenge, a steroids-based challenge requiring players to have 1 melee and 1 non-melee weapon on hand at all times, with no mutation restrictions, and the Crown of Explosions must be active from the start. If this jacked up challenge sounds up your alley, be sure to check out the link in the description below, listed under Community Linkdom, for all the details. Then head over to the Nuclear Throne wiki to learn the best way to smash some brothers up with melee attacks. Pikachu. And that'll do it for update number 71. It's curious that it seems anytime I do well with a certain weapon in this game in a video, the following update nerfs it or the weapon ends up spawning much later in the game. Coincidence? Probably. In all seriousness though, it seems every week any weapon that isn't a shell or bullet weapon gets pushed further and further away from the early game. I'm personally concerned this is going to eventually make the early game way too bland. Vlambeer have added so many great and fun weapons to the game, but they've continued to pack those interesting weapons so far back that their value is starting to tank unless said weapon is considerably overpowered. Although balance is important, I hope that it doesn't result in early game becoming way too bland. Anyway, if you haven't already purchased Nuclear Throne and you want to learn more about it, be sure to check out nuclearthrone.com. You can also subscribe to Vlambeer's Twitch channel where they live stream the development of this game every Tuesday and Thursday. Subscribing gives you access to Nuclear Throne emoticons used on twitch.tv as well as a Steam copy of the game. And of course, we here at Tengu Drop do our best to cover the latest Nuclear Throne update every weekend, and we also do a Nuclear Throne playthrough every Thursday. So be sure to check back often or just subscribe to the channel. As always, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on the latest additions and changes made to the game. How do you feel about the possible conspiracy of making the early game way too bland? Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it, hope it was informative, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!